gotta say.
Yeah.
Looked fucking dope.
Where is my fucking F8 at? I need to
No.
see this shit so I can
F8,
definitely
comrade.
shit. No, yeah.
Can you take your F8 and shoot like the winglets off on the side and see whether that's the same thing?
It's like just looking at the
winglets are,
picture.
like,
It's
bound to
nothing.
the-
It looks nothing like the picture for the standalone F8C. Looks nothing like what was in game, and the in-game one looks way better.
I'm more obsessed with the fucking F7, to be honest. What a
I like
main
the F7
character ass
too.
ship. Dual engines,
Dude, he main
additional
character
winglets that's come out, the fucking maneuvers that just say fuck you to NMs. Beautiful.
What's hilarious is the fact that you're supposed to be the main character in the prologue, and yet that dude who is in the F7 just usurps you, dude.
That's normal journey stuff, honestly. Having
I won't disagree. I was just kind of disappointed with that. That was probably about, I would say, around 60% cinematic, 40% gameplay.
Well, again, that was the prologue, so most of it was
and that's fair.
Yeah.
And that's
honestly, if Squadron 42 goes that way, I think it's probably honestly healthier for the game, because as his gameplay, at least right now, and even with the additional systems that Squadron apparently has, doesn't seem deep enough to actually carry 60 hours, 40 hours of gameplay alone only on gameplay. It
doesn't have to, because there's some good games that are cutscene based, but are still good games.
Exactly. Also, we've known that CR's the movie guy. He more like wants to make an interactive movie, not actually a game.
I guess maybe
people had panels before him. So fucking.
Are you guys ready for the secret hidden ending with a 3-hour romance with a Vandul?
Bro, what do you mean I'm ready?
You might have killed basically everybody that I love, but you and me,
those mandibles,
bro. Those gills you got there.
Be real careful, dude. You don't really got lips, so.
Take your spear and stab me with it, buddy.
When they say they're giving you a love bite, they mean it.
Oh yeah, give me a love. I took a fucking piece of flesh.
That was my shoulder.
Which was also funny because that Vandal guy that got the spear from the main Vandal guy.
Yeah.
He then fucked off, and like basically, if that F7 was the hero ship, or like that main character ass ship, then his weird ass slave version was the same version, but like the Vandal version of it.
What kind of ticked me off with that was like the guy goes, the guy hops into this whatever that ship is. I don't think it's just an escape pod. You know, it obviously looks like it is a actual ship of some kind.
Yeah.
But he pops out, decides to go and attack some tallies real quick, and then as soon as he starts getting fired, he's like, okay, now I'm gonna go and fuck off. Like, if we're gonna fuck off, what's with little peekaboo bullshit?
Well, it could make sense also because, like, you know, they're still attacking my ship. They're kind of in the way. I might as well fuck with them a bit to hopefully.
Exactly.
I mean, fair enough. He
needed to turn around anyway, so he just went and fucking did it that way.
Yeah, it's not like after he did that, he tried anything crazy. He just
the cinematic
said,
itself, great
well, fuck.
Great stuff. Better at the beginning, the entire
I agree. Do we have any photos of that new F8?
The prologue was about to, like, they were about to get soft locked or something, and then they decided to, no, we're shutting this shit down.
Yeah, also it was close to 2, so.
Yeah, exactly. It was close enough anyway, and that they probably before that at some point, okay, if it crashes one more time, we're just gonna say fuck it and play this trailer.
Did we get it?
They are on a time limit.
Yeah, did anybody get a picture of that new F8?
Look in ship talk.
I mean, there's gonna be enough. Yes, people probably like screenshotted every frame of that.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. Literally, look in ship talk. There's one at the underside.
Yeah, people are talking that it's definitely a different version.
Who cares about Squadron? Who gives a fuck?
And then
is cool.
You mean
I'm
I'm
saying
there's another version.
Look at the version that they show versus the one that we have in game. The one that they show looks actually sexy, dude. Versus,
I love the
grab it.
The versions of the Bengal. like the shorter carrier version. That seems like some kind of escort carrier version, and the battleship version especially. They're so cool. Really like those. Like fuck capital ships in a sensible way. In a sensible
I just you know what I want to really see.
They're fucking cool.
When the fuck are we gonna go and get NPC ships flying around?
I mean, we've had that in the past.
Well, we have, but I mean, and I'm talking like actually, like I want to see, single seaters pop it into small hangars at a station.
AI
I want to see
hunters
them
coming
flying
for you
around, getting into fights. Like I want to start seeing the, we're supposed to be outnumbered by NPCs 9-1 or something like that. I want to start seeing them out in the verse.
One target bus, 50 more ground vehicles.
Goes back to the good old server performance can handle it. It
I know. I know we probably won't see it earliest until 4.0, and probably not even then. But
maybe the new fucking F8 that we saw is the F8 Mark II.
Yeah, honestly, I fucking hate the idea of Mark IIs. No, get the fuck out of here.
I'm okay with it, kind of, but as long as it's rare.
If I bought a ship and then see it go, we could fix it, but instead we're going and we're mothballing it and just saying, oh yeah, if it sucks, that sucks. Buy the new shiny one for more money. Well, what the fuck?
Which was
what they need to do instead of doing Mark II.
If they did it for every ship, it'd be stupid. But
no, they just need to do what they did with the color black.
I have heard with the Hornet that it was already set in lore that it had a Mark II and all that kind of stuff. If they do it for any other ship here, I'm pissed.
Give me the Gladius Mark II, please, brother. Give it to me.
Whoa. Gladius is already a hero ship.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying it's kind of like
wait for the other fighters.
No. Look, think of the Enterprise from World War II versus the. They just
CIG only know how to do combat missions. You are going to keep getting fighters. I guarantee it.
Give me the Mark II.
They literally seem to be unable to do any kind of mission or content that does not involve combat. You will get more fighters.
Because it's the only thing that actually works.
But again,
really, but that's a self-defeating loop there.
Jumping back to the F8 real quick. Pictures that are coming out, dude. They're so clean and they look a lot less busy than the current F8.
Honestly, it might be that we get that. There's still that whole thing of, or well, there used to be that whole thing of, okay, you get the F8 by finishing Squadron 42 in a certain
I don't want
tier.
it to be. I don't want it to just be an A thing, though. That'd be super stupid.
No, it isn't just an A. Might be now because we have the normal C that they say, okay, this is the special Squadron 42 variant that you only get that way.
Again, that would suck as well.
Why? Because it's actually locked behind a challenge. That's better than
wait. I'll do you one better. This is a way to piss off almost everyone.
It's just as fucking boring as all every
other so if you bought Squadron 42,
platinum because it's rare.
So if you bought Squadron 42 before it was delisted, I forgot when that was, 2 years ago, something like that they stopped throwing it on Game Pass. But if you got it before that certain date, you get like the better version of the F8. And if you get it once it's back, that'd be hilarious.
It would be
so much molding.
Dude,
I mean, so much molding. I would join the side of the molders. I would join the side of the molders, even if I got like access to the better one.
I just fucking hate the current one. It looks so ugly with all the shit going on. Like the one that they showed looks so like a refined design language.
Yes, we know.
I know.
Why would you refine a design language?
Huh?
Exactly. That's what I've been chilling.
Should just simply go backwards.
Make you go backwards.
I make that ass go backwards.
Wait, is the Super Hornet the F7 Mark II like basically a
That Hornet is something different entirely. We don't know actually.
Right, I know. I'm just saying it looks kind of like based on the screenshot that was just posted, it looks kind of like a the old Republic fighters.
Yeah, the ARC-170.
Yeah. Also, now that I look at it, the F8 from the trailer kind of reminds me of an Arrow/Gladius mix almost.
Again, I do think that the explanation for that one is that it's a pre-production model.
maybe, but
it fits the
still
timeline.
looks much sexier than the one.
Because at the point where Squadron 42 plays, the F8, the F7 has actually replaced most of the Aegis fighters, as Anvil has taken over as the main military contractor. The F7 has already replaced most of the Aegis fighters in the mainline combat thing. That's even before that. And the F8 has started to be in. And where we play in the PU, the F8 is now mostly the mainline combat fighter for the UEN.
It wouldn't be the first time they retcon something, though, in terms of, like,
Absolutely.
they could literally just go...
Joke's on you, I just ram whatever F8 I see with my MSR.
That wouldn't be a retcon, that would still be in line.
Well, right, I'm just saying they could retcon the current design of it, basically.
They could, but again, why the fuck would they change it when they can just sell it?
Money.
Sell the separate one. There's no reason to change the current F8. And again, I've said that dozens of times. If you're someone who actually bought the F8, I consider you dumb. Because that shit was an unfinished 6 or 7 year old asset last year, and people bought it for $300.
Damn right.
Goddamn, I'm a terrapin.
Well, it's converted to store credit, so.
Well, I mean, look at the fucking Atlas, and they made like 60,000 that day with it.
What?
With the Atlas suit, the cargo suit.
Yeah, that shit. Honestly,
like they made 60,000 that day, somewhere around there.
Like $40, or how much is it?
Yeah, didn't Toggy buy like 40 of them?
$30 for the Atlas.
Why? Is it even that expensive?
No, it was like 35 war bond, 40 if it wasn't war bond. If I recall right. US.
Holy CIG. At least
I will give CIG this. They did put it into the in-game store with 24/2.
Thank fuck. Now, which then
obviously they already made their money on it, but
in the first place, they could have just put it into the store and actually had a great fucking W.
Oh, and honestly, if they had put it, if they had announced from the start when they sold it, by the way, we're gonna put it into the in-game store with 24/2, but if you want to buy it here and now, fucking open your wallet.
Then you have honestly, one, and I would like permanent one as well, right? You're not gonna ever lose it.
Well, I mean, if you're spending real money, yeah, of course. And that's if they had done that instead of the assumption that it would lag by a patch or 2 or 3, as some vehicles have.
Yeah.
I think it would have gone a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely. It was just the entirely wrong choice.
I guess it does really reminisce an Arrow.
They do exist.
Yes, but even in degrees of wrong, they went with the worst one. It's like, come on.
So, also, when the fuck are we getting push-pull EVA?
Technically, we have a light version, animation-wise only.
I'm pretty sure that we have also bindings for it too.
And the issue is that seeing this kind of push and pull EVA is like, okay, wait, how the fuck? Because are you gonna make it a quick time event with server lag and everything? Seems like.
Well, you see, fuck you. That's why.
Was anyone surprised that they didn't put out like another, like, monster for the jungle or swamp environments that had like a natural active camouflage or something like Predator?
Not the fucking Stalker.
Honestly,
gosh, I can't wait until I got the Avenger Stalker.
Take a Copion version.
Not the Avenger Stalker. I'm talking about the fucking Stalker from Helldivers, dude. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, as long as those things don't walk around, I'm not gonna be mad, Albert.
I just want to have it where I'm exploring a cave, and like you hear some sound, you look around, you don't see anything, and you're like 30 minutes into exploring this cave, and you're pretty fucking deep in. And then you finally you throw like a little flare out or something, and you just see you are literally surrounded or just outside of where your light is, surrounded by fucking these cave spider bullshit, just a swarm of them.
Hell yeah.
And then your flashlight flickers.
Get rid of the cave spider, just make it pigs.
Your flashlight
they look
you look
cute.
At the flashlight, there's a spider on it turning it off. It's taking the battery out right now.
Oh my god.
No tears now.
Spider is now stolen the battery and it's running away. Get your fucking battery back. It's
if that happens, just make it look cute.
Oh, that's fair. So it still wants to fucking kill you, but it looks cute.
Exactly. So that way you're like, oh, it looks so cute. And
Yeah.
Corpse, dude.
God, that's even worse when it's cute.
Everything's
if not
better
friend,
when it's cute.
why
Even your
friendship?
mom.
Still, all in all, I consider it a successful day. Mainly because of panels 2 and 4.
The
3 was,
was
5 was cool as well. 6 Squadron 40. If 6 was Squadron 42, that was like. But that's me with Squadron 42 anyway. It's very cool. It's very dope, but
it's still 2 years out.
It's not why I'm here.
It's always 2 years out. In 2 years, it'll be
like
2 years out.
2 weeks for DCS, dude.
Like, I do feel kind of bad for CIG, like, because even if they mean this as a very, like, honest and have, like, could even, like, back it up, like, here is the data, it should actually take this long.
It's only going to take 1 year, we're going to take another 6 months for polish.
Seems like it's bullshit.
Yeah.
So
like part of the problem is that as far as the gameplay that supports that, it's been kept so under wraps, and I applaud them for doing that so well and keeping it mostly under wraps here. But just we haven't seen that kind of gameplay to support it. So of course it still feels like it's vaporware bullshit because we don't have anything to support it yet.
Now that I think on it, though, it's still a chance it goes into. It's probably going to go into beta actually this like Q1 or whatever 2025. So honestly, it seems like the leak or whatever was kind of right.
I just know that I would never ever play the Squadron 42 beta, and I don't think that there's a lot of people that actually will.
I will. I'll do it just
there's a
so
beta?
that way I can
Since when?
prove you wrong.
No, if there was a beta.
Yeah, I highly doubt it.
They're gonna have to bring in the Evos at least, or a version of the Evo Kali test flight. You don't get a 40-hour game actually properly fixed up without some extensive fucking testing crew.
I mean, it seems like
you don't
the
think
QA might be
by all means they do
pretty well.
You don't think CIG wouldn't just go and be like, there it is, and then later on go, oh yeah, it's crashing here. Okay, we'll put it a hot fade. Like you're telling me they wouldn't just toss it out there? Because I think they would.
They've actually talked about that before when they first wanted to release Squadron 42 back in 2016.
And yet they've literally just did it where they released a fucking patch that probably wasn't ready for a release.
And multiple times. 323. Exactly. 324. Like, come on, this isn't anything old here.
Okay, that might just be me desensitized from like years of PTU, but as long as the game doesn't like outright crash constantly.
I mean, we literally had Chris Roberts himself come up and say this ain't gonna crash, and it crashed like 2-3 times. Like, come on. That's also why I'm saying they're saying 2026. I'm saying 2027 earliest.
I saw a good point earlier in general chat.
You know what? Fuck you. I'm saying 2025. Correct.
Was no, basically that if they had said 2025, people would have probably been a lot more excited. Not only because it's shorter, but because it seems short enough that it's actually an attainable and realistic goal. If they say 2026, it's just like it just seems like it's another fucking made up dates basically, which also works against them with that. Even if they wanted to keep completely honest and realistic, which also works against them with that. Even if they wanted to keep completely honest and realistic, which also works against them with that. Even if they wanted
my personal hope for that, if they're naming a year as the release date, because I've seen companies that could do that before. My hope is that they think they're going to actually be at a ready state by the beginning of that year, and just or at least early that year, and the rest of that year is just thought out so that if they run into more issues, they have that time to go and polish. That would be my hope, and they aren't aiming for like Q3 kind of thing, because we've all seen how that goes.
That is usually the standard that they, if a company says the year X, that they internally think, okay, either the summer sale or the winter sale, and if they do think the summer sale, they often regard the rest of the year onto the winter sale sales period as just a buffer. That's mostly
I barely know her.
and happily taken. Because always remember, any investor, okay, in 6Ks that's less of an issue, but any investor in any other company won't really care as long as the yearly feedback loop is actually alright.
I'd also like to point out.
Comes out and says, okay, this year we put out yet another product that fucking sucked. Or actually, we didn't put out a product.
I'd like to point out also that your whole thing about them not releasing it, or it's practically ready, is probably also bullshit, just based off the how the industry has just been releasing shit anyways and then patching it after the fact too.
I mean, again, I'm not saying that they won't release it. Just it's CIG. There's always a chance of delays, or even if it wasn't CIG, there's always a chance of delays. CIG, there's just a high. But yeah, the OST fucking banged. Holy shit. The leitmotif with the UE fleet was fucking great. The leitmotif with the Vandal, with the warrior chants, was fucking amazing. Great stuff with the soundtrack.
Show worm.
One thing I didn't like, the worm was cool, and I'm glad that they did finally go and work on putting that in. My only thought on that is, and I mentioned it before, if you go, you take it out, great. As soon as you take it out, everyone's going to go and start killing each other. They're like, my loot. I just guarantee it.
At that
90%
point,
of the time.
necessarily.
Would probably kill each other before the worms. That usually works out that way in MMOs.
Again,
that if there's a PvP interaction, it happens before the fight or during the fight.
True, but usually if you're already at the point of resource collection, you're probably already pretty close with the group that you were trying to resource collect with on that. So
also that's why it also makes sense to set it in Pyra and not in Stanton, because in Stanton you'd have even single players
You still believe Stanton is real?
Safer. Shut up.
It's just a construct of your imagination.
Pyro,
exactly. Like
tiny bit more.
Artport doesn't exist.
Worm.
There's no sound. Why no hear sound?
Bigger issue. Oh, because I turned off the sound.
You monster.
Worm. Good.
I cannot wait until we have like weather on Artport and it matches those
Yo, that stuff for the depths was amazing. I want that.
The fucking Artport.
Really good.
The Arc was
I am heavily looking forward to that.
Needed, dude.
One thing they didn't talk about, but I hope also comes with that, is getting the basement and deeper levels of the distribution centers.
Sean!
Oh, yeah. I mean, technically, that should be fun. Oh, yeah, it's Sean, not Jason.
What was said about
Jason?
Artport?
Jason wasn't it too?
Oh, Jason is another part, right?
Jason Bourne?
No. We're talking like Heavy Rain.
Yeah, so in the very beginning, it's Jason, and then your main character in the second act or whatever is Sean.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Wait, so how does that work?
Pretty sure in the very beginning you're following like a different dad who.
You're just following Joe Schmo.
And then from what 2008, 2010?
So what's weird about that? What's weird about that was when what I caught from it. I might have miscaught it, but it shows him going like reporting to like Squadron 42 or something there, and the guy's talking, he's like, oh yeah, before the battle, Captain, I forgot her name, got a put out a letter of recommendation for you.
She commended you right before you fucking died, before she died.
Yeah, what I'm guessing is
you survived.
I think she no, I think herself. No. I thought she survived and then you died because I think the next of kin or whatever, or the emergency contact.
You know that could. Yeah. That's a good point. No, that's honestly,
I think you sacrifice
really
yourself in the prologue, and she puts in a recommendation for your next of kin.
The first thing
honestly, I was thinking she
opening with
she died, but I like that.
Your character creator in like 1/3.
I like that. I think that's really good because he did say later on you'll get the character creator that fits with the information. That's good.
Right. I'm known to have my moments.
So it would be honestly really
hilarious. Like
funny, in my opinion, if they did like a protagonist switch. Like they started off with that guy, you
They're
survive.
not even related to
but
you.
at some point you just fucking die. And you take over the role of some new recruit that fills the role of that guy who just fucking died. Like you are already like a legend or whatever the fuck in Squadron 42.
Oh, I mean, I doubt you'll be a legend or something, but
it also wouldn't make sense because I think what time does so what does chapter 1 take place?
29. Fuck.
Because I think I guess it was Vega 2 that we were at because I think we won. So
yeah, that was Vega 2.
And I think Vega 2
we won, but a Pyrrhic victory.
Decently long enough away from whatever
was taking place in Squadron. Human victory against Evandel, or at least the first time when his kingship actually got fucked up.
Right. And like I said, I think that there was a decent enough time, but I don't know, maybe. But either way, I think the next of kin makes the most sense.
Honestly, they might just say, fuck you, DNA thing. You respawned. Now you get to actually edit yourself this time or something. Oh, wait,
it'd also make more sense than a turret gunner just becoming a pilot, I don't know.
Hello.
Versus somebody who actually wants to like be a pilot.
To be fair with that, like if you're Joe Schmo turret gunner, right? But then while you're going in this battle, the ship gets fucked up. You end up being the only person on the bridge who goes and helps the entire ship captain. But I mean, that's like when you're talking about a captain, that's fucking the equivalent of a like army colonel. Like that is high up there in terms of rank.
The difference
you single-handedly go and help her out, and it's like I would think, if assuming you get a very glowing letter of recommendation after that, like, oh hey, wow, this person is someone who like really showed themselves well in this battle. Okay, fine. Now they're not just Joe Schmo.
Well,
because that's like from years ago, right? That's the special role that pilots actually have in the UEN, is that they're not just pilots. They should also be like ground warrior ground warfare.
And that would show, if it was the same person, that would show like, hey, you pretty much single-handedly went and defended the captain and held off onto forces. To go and bear in mind too, again, because we don't fully know the end result here, but the entire idea, at least I think from what they were getting at there, was she was going and taking, that was a javelin, right? Taking a javelin to try to ram the kingship to push it off course from hitting Admiral Bishop's flagship. So the entire thing there was a stitch effort to try to save Admiral Bishop. And if that succeeds,
a general kamikaze, though.
Well, and that might based on the conversation that the captain had with the admiral, she was noting, "You're a sitting duck right now, Admiral. I can try to go and push us out of the way. My ship's dead otherwise. Let me do this." And he goes, "Okay." Exactly. So I do think both of them knew like what she was aiming for, and that's why it's like, okay, lock in the course and then get the fuck out because that thing is going to go.
Yeah.
And if that succeeds at all, again, you are one of two people that went and essentially saved or tried to save the Admiral's flagship in this entire battle from a kingship. Like, that is not nothing.
Wasn't the last thing they said, though, that she said that she gave the recommendation before the battle started?
Yes, and that's why part of that is why it's assuming it's another person.
Which is also why I assume that she's gonna fucking die, because she gave out the recommendation way early enough.
The biggest
based on that wording, I thought she was dead too.
The biggest thing that like makes me think that it's gonna be a next of kin versus you actually surviving is that why would they give you the emergency? Yeah, but like, I mean, true.
Look, waifu, I know.
At the very least, you would definitely, at the very least, you die. The reason, the biggest thing that makes me think that is why would they give you an emergency contact fill it too?
Yeah, no, but the emergency contact wasn't next to your child. You could put anything.
You could put mother or father
child.
too.
That's true.
Also, too, one thing that really goes and emphasizes that you probably do die was that Rich when he was going everything out. Well, when Rich was throwing everything out, he's like, yeah, for now you just go and pick this, and later on you'll get to go and actually customize your character.
Exactly.
And that was like, well, wait a minute, hold on here. That doesn't make too much sense. But yeah, if you fucking die,
yes, that's like the main thing why I think character's probably gonna fucking die. Because from last year's
I might die, but I'm gonna look
especially
good
because
doing
there was
it.
this weird fucking jarring ass transition between the bagpipe part and then the letter home part. I assumed that would be where you would put in your character, like during that transition, that they go like, okay, make your character now or something like that.
Yeah, that would be my assumption.
This obviously does not happen, which triggers the death flag, which means the death flag is basically still triggered. Also, the whole letter home makes the death flag even way fucking worse, or way bigger, way higher, however you want to say that. Because like, oh, I'm not gonna see you again. I was this fucking close to getting home again.
But we'll know in 2 years, guys.
from retirement.
We will know in 2 years.
He was 2 days in retirement.
Also, you literally start at the beginning by selecting a picture that is like a memorial picture of the person you chose.
That's
it's
true.
literally like
some weird memorial
pictures have in their wallet.
We might actually see it more about it sooner than 2 years from now, because of course they could still show us more shit next year.
Sure.
Yeah, the thing that makes me a bit scared about the two-year release date is that 2 years is a long time for CIG to change stuff up. And I don't know if it's 2 years in the future, they don't know enough what's going to go wrong in those 2 years to delay that deadline. If it was 1 year,
that's why I'm saying 27.
Yeah, if they would 25, I would like expected. Okay, at least they have.
Is this internet dying for anyone else?
Yes.
It's dying, but if that's the case, it's basically always be plus 1 years to whatever the state is.
Yes.
So even if
that's my assumption.
Even if they release in 2026, it's not our year. We'll do it 2027. 2027, it's not our year. It's 2028.
But have we
it's better to be at least a little bit
something that's correct 2 years in the future? I don't think we've ever seen that.
Again, I would like to point out that the actual gameplay for it, like, basically feature complete, it looks like, and they had very little in the way of bugs.
Yes.
Which
but they were true outside of the shader bugs and crashes.
I'm actually expecting like a message tomorrow during the 1.8 panel on that as well, where they go, okay, we got Squadron 42 feature complete, always said so last year. It's actually feature complete this time. So
yeah, because they closed down all the chapters like 2 years ago, right? All the chapters went done 2 years ago.
But that's also because the
progress
tracker is absolute fucking ass.
Yeah, but they still they removed them 2 years ago.
So yeah, I will wait on the further judgments on tomorrow, because depending on how much man-force they actually still require, or they pull back from SC 1.0 back to Squadron 42, that matters a lot. That makes a big difference.
I mean, if they say in 2 years, I don't believe them. If they would have said 1 year, it's like, okay, it's likely at least.
It's a tighter deadline, so there's more.
Yeah, but the thing is, we've seen them shoot past deadlines before.
Yeah, the thing is, we haven't heard them say anything within 2 years that has been correct ever. We have seen
also RIP to CIG if they want to put that shit out in 2026 when GTA 6 comes out, because that's a lot of awards that are probably gonna go bye-bye.
The thing is, I think like 75% of their user base is backers that already purchased it before.
Exactly.
Probably.
So I think
the only people that probably haven't are the ones who are on the fence and they're waiting to go and see stuff like that, or the marketing roll up before it happens, before they go, okay.
They're not looking at CitizenCon right now. Those people.
Oh, no. They're looking at people who will show them it, friends, that kind of thing, who will talk about it.
Yeah.
There is going to be a small subset of people that are like that, but again, small subset, some kind of minority. Because people usually don't actually.
Every single server I've been in today has crashed within 5 minutes.
Well, don't be on a server. There you go.
Yeah, I've seen that 324.2. It's been completely fine for me whenever I played on PTU. But apparently, getting pushed to live once again.
Isn't that the way it always is? PTO is like, oh, this is great, this is fine. Goes on live.
now.
It's fucked.
Not entirely always. Sometimes it is fine on PTU and it's fine on live, or it's fucked on PTU and they push it live and it's still fucked.
Yeah.
But this is one of the cases
stop
where
fucking it.
shit break.
Wasn't like 319 or something was pretty stable for a while?
Maybe.
I think so, yeah.
But I would like to point out that, again, they have that stuff. Basically, the prologue looks pretty much unlocked, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of
crash again.
A little bit of stuff. So my guessing is they probably were thinking 2025 for it, but they're like, well, let's not fucking shoot ourselves in the foot. How things have always been with CIG. Let's give us an extra year to make sure that we double check and make sure everything's good.
Yeah.
I think 2025 would technically be complete. It's just that they don't want to fucking do what they've always done at this point.
Yeah, I hope that's the case as well.
They're aiming
for
they're like, oh, by September
like that, it
will
does
be
seem
good.
a bit more important this time that they actually got the date right and not fucked it up.
Right.
So yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it would make a lot more sense to me.
We'll see.
I mean, you're gonna see an engine switch soon as well, you know.
Oh, by the way, absolute fucking call from me like a couple days ago saying that they'd do the prologue this time because they showed off most of the prologue, or at least a very nice bit of the prologue cinematic last time, right?
Yeah.
I think that literally what would have happened is we would have like go through the door, maybe push a little bit around, and then we'd get to an escape pod. We'd get to escape pod, and you get fucking stabbed in the back. You shove the what's her name into the pod, and that's where it ends.
Probably.
Or both of them just die.
I mean, this is why I blame candidate, right?
At the very least, I'm feeling that be you, and then that's how your next, whatever your next of kin is, or whatever the next person is.
If the hero spirit would get a recommendation, strong in them, it might be very strong in you.
And like you clearly get like preference
like your mom.
Fuck off. In like the post cutscene or whatever for it, you're clearly getting some treatment, at least a little bit, because you get assigned to a really prestigious squad with a very prestigious squad leader. So
motherfucker literally
I think she lives.
Went in and fucked shit up, right?
I think she lives. I think you're the next of kin of for whoever you put down. Could make sense for any of them.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and that also adds the option to be gay if you want.
It's not gay. It's TSA.
It's quite like as you said, the whole thing. Oh, you can customize your character later thing.
Yeah.
It's a dead giveaway.
Especially.
Like that's a giveaway.
Props.
Especially if it didn't show the customization. Also.
Anyway, happy we're getting Castor before fucking Terra. Fuck Terra.
Give me soul, dude, so I can bomb where I used to live.
We're not getting, honestly, about that.
You're never going to be able to bomb Soul.
You're not going to get fucking Earth. I'm fully taking the fucking.
I mean,
taking the, like,
they can just have like they can have a jump gate, and then it opens up Microsoft Flight Simulator in the background.
I'm fully expecting that the Vondul, or in the latest part of either Squadron 42 or whatever follows it, are gonna have some kind of story beat where they come back and the fuckers actually found some way to either make jump points or force them open for just a small time, or found a hidden one into the Sol system. Go in there, fuck Earth up. One, the parallels between the state of
no. We're gonna go and be running
of old Rome are just too fucking obvious. With Rome being Earth and Rome burned, and Terra being Constantinople, which didn't.
No. What's going to happen is we're going to be running simulations against Vanduul forces. Except our side keeps getting weaker and weaker. We keep having to come up with stupider and stupider ways to meet these simulations, and it turns out it was all real.
Yeah,
just because
it was all a dream.
Just because it parallels Rome doesn't mean it has to follow it.
No,
of course it does.
That's just the parallel part. 1, 2. Earth is literally the hardest place in any space game to make. That is why most space games say, "Fuck that, we're not making Earth."
Yeah. There's
But
too much.
I think
There's
the
too much
solution
like
is
Starfield where it was fucked up. You
Yeah.
usually skip Earth. 3,
I believe-
it also fits because Star Citizen planets are scaled down. And if people can't actually go on Earth to the place they live or whatever the fuck, you can't take the Earth geography, like continents,
Just
etc.
kill
and
the-
just say, no,
kill
it's
the
paved
jump
over with
gates.
cities. There are
Yeah.
still coastlines and whatever. And you can't really adapt those that well if the planet's like scaled down 1 to 6 it is, right? The scale. So there's a lot of things that you can solve that way. There's a shitload of things that you can solve that way. And it doesn't mean that Earth is destroyed, but at least devastated or fucked up in some kind of way.
Or you
Just like your mom,
also be.
fuck?
I think it
Kill the
could
junkies
also
with it.
be that you literally just could only visit 3 spots. Unfortunate as it is, it'd probably be like ArtCorp where you wouldn't be able to visit the whole planet. You can
Which
only
also
visit
still
3
works with
spots
the devastated Earth
that they
thing.
well.
Sydney
It would
survives,
only
Russia survives, and whatever the fuck the last one
it
was.
would still
Shanghai.
also work with the normal thing because those LZs were already
And it
decided
makes
on.
even less, but in the normal versions, it makes way less sense. Like, why the
How
fuck
so?
don't you actually let us go there? When
Well,
we can
Fuck you,
literally
they could
fine.
just do the
across
elite dangerous thing
entire-
and be like, "You're not a native citizen, and we're extremely racist to people who
It's
aren't a native
but it's
citizens."
literally in the name that we're
which
citizens.
literally happens nowhere else. Even on ArtCorp, where there's no business for us to be anywhere except Area 18
Well,
or the
ArtCorp
areas
could
where we
be
are allowed to
because
go.
ArtCorp shares
Bad
actual
idea.
like
Take your L.
things to the civilians too. They still sell the civilian stuff. So you're in the
And Earth still can do so. Of course, it's still in full hand. It just there's just a couple of things that line up that would be it would be really fucking convenient for CIG to just.
Or
I think they're just gonna set dress
they can make Earth.
Either that, or they're just gonna make it. They're just gonna make it so those landing zones are purely for set dress pieces, and you can't actually go land there.
Which is even worse, honestly.
Yeah, it worse, but it's gonna.
Just the amount of fucking.
That's basically the ED thing, isn't it? You can't. You can go
there.
to the Sol system, but you can't land at Earth.
Which sucks.
Yeah, but.
So that's why people write it usually another way, where Earth is fucked up or there's some other limitation.
What
also be
odds
that
do you guys
Planet
give me
Tech.
now that I'll be able to get into my ship? It's the 5th time now.
I would say 20%.
It could also be that Planet Tech allows them to better scale without using too much.
I work.
So they
I
could
work
scale up too.
Scenario where they'd say,
I
okay,
work
Earth
every
is a long
day
planet
in
that is
Unreal
really
Engine,
scaled,
creating
and it's
real life
disabled right now.
areas, and you won't be able to do Earth. Like, I'm 100% sure. Like I work with this every day. I do infrastructure visualization, and I do like 40,000 square kilometers Unreal visualizations. And there's no way in hell they're gonna be able to make Earth detailed enough to make it good.
And they're saying that they can pave every inch of like the livable space between the coasts, but they still got to do all the fucking coastlines, and that's a lot.
And it's not just that. We don't have enough data all over Earth either.
And they can
we have
fudge
15
it.
meters resolution.
They can also fudge it and say it's 900 years in the future. Things have changed.
But that's the thing. There's things that don't change. You're not gonna get rid of the fucking Alps. You're not gonna get rid of the Himalayas. You don't get rid of the ocean borders. You don't. You don't.
It's 900
Even the
years.
terraforming that we see doesn't do that stuff.
But the thing is, we've had the time to fill in
a nuclear war devastated Earth.
Put sand down, right? China fucking does it, where they make islands, right?
Yes, and those islands are rapidly sinking and withering away into the sea.
It's 900 years in the future.
Yes,
not
again justify
and
it.
We have a lot of
they could
things
justify
like
it by saying that they've had time to do all that stuff. They'll probably make it close, somewhat recognizable.
I just wouldn't expect
nuke Earth and just give it
again. I feel like
let Van Doel capture the retribution somehow and blow that shit up. That would be fucking dope as well, because it's
just
even
having
like
the
a narrative. It's a very good narrative thread to say they destroyed the cradle of humanity. Go fuck them up.
No, fuck them down.
Like, that's a fucking war.
It just feels like nuking Earth is just such a cop out way.
There's gonna.
They could have already fucking had done it in the lore.
Can't go is an even worse cop out way. That's like a lot worse. By that point, it's not
there's
actually
still a
explained.
chance that they do it, but I'm just
There
saying.
is one. I'm just saying that
For either
realistically
way, I'm
speaking,
just
I
saying
don't see that.
that if they really didn't want to do it, and admittedly CIG doesn't think, but they could
Never.
also just have done it in the lore at this point.
I mean, it's too. The thing is, it's too
to
late
have
to
it
put
as
that
a
in
big
now,
reveal,
though.
which is where the whole Rome Burns thing comes in. To have it as a big reveal at the end of Squadron, for example.
And it could open up a lot of stuff for PU as well, story-wise, or whatever you say, like background-wise.
Either way, they would have to they'd have to retcon stuff for the Squadron, because I think the Galactopedia.
No, if it happens at the end of Squadron or in between Squadron,
right?
Squadron and SC, there's no need to retcon anything.
I'm pretty sure that the Galactopedia
what happened
is
to the barbecue sauce?
to this updated to Star Citizen's time period. So
yes, and if you
Earth
want to
is
write
still
something without spoiling your own story, you just don't write it in, right?
Well,
for example, how
just depends on how long ago
which
they
is the
updated the
issue that they
Galactopedia.
literally ran into with the Vega 2 battle, because we know that Vega 2 was successful. So at the start of this whole entire scene, there wasn't even a question of whether it would be successful or not. We knew
we
that
didn't know if it was Vega 2 specific.
It says at the beginning that.
Yeah, it says in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn, that I can't read.
I mean, same. I was actually confused for a time as well, because I was like, wait. It would have been, honestly, really fucking sick to say, okay, no, Vega 2 is the one that actually got recorded, that one, but there was a previous one at Vega 2 already, or something like that, where humanity actually got fucked up and the Van Doel just left because, yeah. So honestly, to the character of the Van Doel, they're so fucking one-sided that it just screams to me, oh no, we're gonna have something more there. Like either a corrupt fucking council and there's gonna be a Van Doel civil war or some master race, something they're running from, whatever. Because as is, they're just bad guy you kill for killing's sake, which works really well for an MMO, to be honest. But
I could maybe get behind the thinking on it, the Earth being devastated thing, because then it could be basically like you've been manipulated, or all of the government stuff has been actually just been taking place at a kind of puppet stage.
Or if you don't want to deal with it now, you just can you kill like jump gates, like actual wormholes?
that's the thing. The jump gates, as we humans know them, are like a naturally occurring thing. So you can't force them open, but that's why I'm saying, like, what the fuck if Van Doel have something?
Yeah, to force close it, and then you can just deal with it later, like in 10 years.
Oh, or close it. Yeah, I mean, why the fuck not?
Permanently closing it, maybe.
Whatever happens, right?
There might be just a way to destabilize it to the point it tears itself apart, I guess, would be the route they'd have to go. So just shoot a fuck ton of quantum energy into it until it just...
How much is a fuck ton?
That's the thing. The jump points
just aren't really fuck like. Ton.
How much is a metric fuck ton?
1,000. About 30% more than American fuck ton.
You just have to send a bangle loaded with quantum into the tunnel.
I have a very important question.
Jump points aren't really defined. They've changed over the past like 40 years again. Yes.
That's true.
How long until we get some Valakar tentacle hentai?
Already.
Oh, no.
That's existed since 2016, by the way. What? You think Rule 34 is not gonna do its thing? Who the fuck is looking it up right now, Sky? Is that you?
You gotta check,
Star
dude.
Citizen does have a Rule 34 section,
That's
but it's
not
vulnerable.
Warframe. Come on, dude. There's...
Yes.
I'm surprised there's Rule 34 stars.
No, of course.
Are you? Why? Why are you surprised?
Gailey is gonna look at the Van Doel. Is not gonna be like.
It's not even that. Like on the Van Doel picture by the looks of it, but it's like. Let's see.
The people fucking the shit.
There's 10 pictures on the Rule 34 website.
Yeah.
Which I'm just surprised there's that many.
I know. I've commissioned every single one of them.
No. Looks about the same, so. I don't know. It just seems weird that it'd been really funny if I looked that up and there was already things about the worm.
Yeah, that facehugger one's gonna be hugging something else.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
That thing is like straight out of fucking Alien, though. Like they didn't even try to change that one.
IP
Which one?
violations everywhere.
Sorry, which one did you mean?
The one they showed in the cave.
I didn't get
That looks like what?
It looks like the little like worm things from Prometheus.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it, but cool.
Oh, are we still talking about the?
I mean, honestly, I don't mind when if like SC becomes like some sort of fucking theme park references. I do not mind that. If
I mean, the entire jungle area was just a pure Star Wars reference. The entire like presentation.
Yes, it was just.
Are we still talking about the worm?
Dagobah, and the Redwood part was just just Endor. But honestly, I'm personally completely fine with that as long as it's not.
Yeah, I mean, it was
tacky,
fun.
as long as it's not badly done. For example, the MSR, which just fucking sucks.
The fuck! I just realized that basically the look of the worm is basically just the mouth of the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, or the sandworm in
What's
June,
that mouth do?
or whatever.
I honestly do kind of expect it to have some kind of attack like that, where it just is in the ground and sucks.
They gave some more information. Both Salty Mark and Salty Mike and Level Cap had an interview with the developer that did the presentation.
With
and
Zach?
he basically what?
My boy with Zach?
Yeah.
Oh like right fuck! After... I need to watch that. Where is he?
They had a call right after the presentation on their.
Oh my boy, where is he? My boy, my beautiful bouncy baby boy.
Does you mean our boy, comrade?
You need to have a ground vehicle to go around and like tease the sandworm out and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, they really don't like it when you walk on the ground around.
Yeah.
But I also do think it's a very good addition that
you do. How dare you?
On
the
smaller worms in caves, etc. That's already very.
I mean, it was boring before. You just run around and mine like crystals all the time. It's more fun with a bit more activity.
Cave copiums now, right?
Yeah, and it also kind of gives you like a time limit, I guess, also because when you kill enough of the small worms in caves, the bigger ones are gonna come.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's only 15 foot. If you just bring or 15 meters, if you bring a fucking a railgun or an RPG, that's an easy win, dude.
Yeah, but you're also gonna mine crystals, so you're not gonna bring all of them.
At that point, you're somewhere on Pyro 2 Monox, right?
I'm just saying.
On there.
You're probably already
really
bringing an
waste
RPG.
Your fucking railgunner ammo on that shit, probably.
That's why you bring a knife and a grenade launcher. Everybody gets a grenade launcher. And the knife you deal with the small ones. As soon as the big one shows up,
just fucking. I can already see it. Like a small one shows up. The moment there's a fucking there's a few particles that one is spawning, like popping up. People just all take out the knife, sprint over. The moment one little bit of the texture comes, it just slashing at the fucking floor.
Witness me!
Get it!
Dude, the adult ones though, when the grenade fucking comes out, it's just the average and American experience. You know that we all carry grenade launchers.
Oh yeah, by the way, remember.
Oh, I thought it was going to be killing a bunch of kids with guns.
Always remember. They had this species. Fuck.
Species.
Species.
Fuck.
No, now I just want to get a bunch of the dead little ones.
I can't say it right now. But they had this fucking frog ass man. I just put in voice chat text. That guy. Sorry, that actually just looks like a dude. That looks like some kind of intelligent creature. I would feel slight remorse over haunting those people, those things. Very slight.
No, I'm fucking it. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Smash.
Or fucking it.
Are they kidding me?
Hell yeah, that's it.
Fucking it.
Go through. You gotta go through that.
Smash.
You gotta go through that whole thing and smash or pass.
All right, yeah. Give us. We gotta have the full picture. Let's see. Smash and pass.
Yeah, smash pass.
I just loaded like 450 SCUs of cargo in a C2, and I got 30k, and now I don't have the contracts anymore, but my cargo hold is full. So now I have to throw like everything out instead.
Sounds like an infinite money glitch to me, bud.
I mean, I can't sell contracted cargo. Otherwise, it would have been nice.
Pretend that you're giving away the cargo at a reduced price. Easy.
Yeah,
you want the entire list?
exactly. I'm gonna sell it to someone.
This just
you
just
can.
the one from Mike and Level Cap restreaming it, but
all right.
It's the one I got open right now.
Yeah, just read it like a book. Oh yeah, that bird. That's bad.
Smash.
Sake. Ban. I do feel a lot of remorse about there not having been a single gladiator in that battle. I didn't expect there to be because it looks like shit and everything, but
what? How old was the gladiators though? Isn't that
gladiators is an old
new?
bomber, but no.
I thought the gladiators
were a
were
rather old bomber, but it should be in service alongside F7s.
Well, I thought the gladiator was relatively new because it was for a prototype. Oh. Well, that doesn't mean anything, but still, it was like for a prototype torpedo or something.
I mean, I would use my gladiator as a prototype.
I want to put torps on my gladiator. On my gladius.
The worm.
I'd love that too.
The worm in that top right, man. That's 100%. That's some smash right there.
That's smash. I agree.
You got the little ball ticklers on
it. Maybe the crab-like thing underneath the bird in the top left. I can
like
see
that
smash.
thing with
that
tentacles, like the weird legs and the tentacles in the right second row.
Oh yeah, def smash.
Yeah. And that thing above it that's got like the horn on it.
No, that's pass. Yeah, that's pass.
No, I want that thing to smash me, face smash me.
Wait, which worm? Dude. Which worm did you start off with? The one on the left?
The top right. Top right worm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definite smash.
Yeah. I mean, handlebars, 6 of them.
The penis octopus, smash.
Yep, definitely smashing the penis octopus.
Hey, the pyro crab is on here.
Yeah, I don't need crab. I don't want crabs again.
Bottom left.
I don't want to.
I think smash, but the rodent thing at top left, like 3 to the right of the top left. Pass. That thing is friend shaped.
Fire.
I was thinking it was food shaped. Like
both. It's both. It's got like that capybara feel to it, you know.
True that. What the fuck is the CEO first doing down there anyway? A Volpine.
Yeah, I
just down there alone in.
I'm pretty sure the dude, the thing right underneath the penis squid or whatever, like down right, is just a Vandal. So smash.
Yeah, just put a fucking Vandal there.
This is something.
Just a guy.
Actually, that would be interesting to see, like primitive Vandal on a planet.
What's like the dog in the bottom left with like
That's
the
the
old
thing
man
I have
face?
with like some kind of Vandal civil war, because in my opinion it would be way fucking cooler if we didn't get if we only got Vandal ships by actually earning them in some kind of way. By like there being some kind of Vandal tribe that none of the other tribe likes, but it doesn't really like humans either. So you need bring them back some special item first, and then do a lot of other shit, bring them the materials necessary, and it's all in Vandal space, so it'd be fucking dangerous as hell to like bring a C2 a whole C there, or even a C2. To bring in them all these materials, but once you've actually gotten it, you get the blueprints for a blade or a void bomber or whatever the fuck. In my opinion, it would be way cooler if we got alien ships that way instead of just fucking buying them.
True.
But all of the alien ships we have is like manufactured by humans, right?
Bottom row 3
Yeah, the Asperia ones are just replicas, which is like one out they've given
the
themselves.
Spiny thing or the thing with the old man face? Okay, yeah, the spiny thing.
Yeah, that one's definitely friend shaped. I'm turning that into a pet. But the one on the other side, on the right side, 3 over.
That is
kill.
I want that thing just like face deep in my butt crack. All right. Like,
okay.
Rusty trombone, huh?
Yeah, the old rusty trombone. The one next
bottom,
to him, I just
straight bottom left. Straight bottom left. Smash.
What, the worm thing?
The slug thing. Yeah, smash.
Ooh, yeah.
Nah. Not into slugs.
But you
How
got
can you
a
imagine, like,
limited
furries actually have
selection.
those conversations? That's crazy, bro.
Crazy? I was crazy once.
They put me in a room,
but then they
a
locked me in
rubber
a
room,
room
filled with rats.
Chris Roberts. Didn't get out. He ate my ass. He liked it, and so did I.
Enough smasher pass. Anything that you would just straight up kill on site. Because there's a few friend-shaped things for sure.
Again, the thing with the worm with the big open mouth.
Yeah, that
Don't
kill
like
on site.
Kill
I would
on
also kill the, like I said, I would kill the dog thing in the bottom, 3 from the left on the bottom right. That thing, kill on sight for me.
Wait, 3 on the left and bottom right. No,
Yeah,
no,
dude, that's
friend.
terrifying.
That
thing is terrifying.
Look at it, it even lets out the tongue, bro. Also, another friend-shaped thing on the left, from the left, 3, that lizard, friend.
Yeah, the one with like the spiny back, friend,
yes,
friend shaped.
Friend.
That's the only thing I'm seeing that's a definite kill.
What?
I don't see anything. I'm not seeing anything turtle shaped.
Jesus Christ.
I don't see anything turtle shaped. So
Again,
like that's the closest thing to
right.
a turtle.
That's top left 3 right, friend shape.
Toggy's gonna have a fucking field day when the Gion come in.
Oh, the little hyena thing too, like in the middle, just below the bear thing.
Not seeing anything.
So like the horror of the worm, the one that you would definitely kill.
To the right.
Just to the top right, hyena thing, friend, big friend.
That's
shape.
friend, yes, that's big friend. Honestly, I would love. Okay, y'all know those lizards that run really fucking fast on their like hind legs, and they spin them. I would love
Jesus lizard.
A boss that is basically just one of those lizards, but rather big.
It just runs
away. Yes, no, he doesn't run over you. He just runs away, and you have to chase that bitch down, like over and over and over again. It's a chase fight.
Monster Hunter gameplay.
And it's like in a jungle, so it's actually pretty hard to follow that little shit.
Wait, I just noticed.
Like it's not huge. It's not Nova size, but it's like human size or something. And you gotta chase that little bitch down. I
just realized I'll suck CR off for a T8A. Fucking put Snake Gussy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh.
But yeah, T8A. That would be pretty fucking pointless. They'd just get an upgrade and all, but still.
I don't know how I feel about that. It just needs a visual
update. Fucking hell, the Gladiator's landing legs aren't even squishy.
Ryan,
you're not completely static.
Come in there and do Smasher Pass with us? You afraid to talk?
Who?
Ryan, I'll suck CR off for a T8A.
Oh.
I think he's got the bug.
Oh, by the way, ask the there's some kind of fucking weird thing with Hater had it earlier, Salt Talk had it earlier, where you need a mod to basically like unmute you, mute you, unmute you, something like that.
It goes away if you put the Discord boost on Nitro.
Wait, I'm gonna ping Jinx again.
Discord seems to be having as much of a stroke as CIG is.
Yeah. Not less. If not more.
Crazy how that works. But again, I like the design that they showed off in that. As sucky as it is, I do hope that they kind of just make that the official design for it.
Which one?
Because like the one that we saw in the trailer, the F8.
What are you talking about?
I think what you guys are calling the T8A.
No, the T8A is the Gladiator.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's a military version of the Gladiator. The T8C
I'm talking about
the Gladiator Recon.
I'm talking about the F8 that we saw in the F8 design that we saw in the trailer.
Honestly, I kind of wonder if that's maybe a Hornet tracker. Not the Hornet tracker, the Hornet Ghost.
I'm not talking about that. It has
double
F7.
engines. It's a completely unique ship.
Not talking about that one. Again, F8A, dude.
He's talking about the weird F8 behind it.
It's sexy, dude.
Pre-production
It's so much cleaner. It feels a lot more focused in
exactly why I
terms
don't
of
like
its well, it feels a lot more focused in terms of what it's supposed to be doing. The current one is just so noisy.
Honestly, it could also be that both of those ships are like, oh, they're super veteran pilots, Henry Cavill and whoever the fuck the other guy was, in the F7.
I guess it could also be
they're
that
like super veteran pilots, and they've modified. They've got their own ships that they've modified to hell and back or something. Because they're the only two ships. Oh no, never mind. The F8. Okay, never mind with the F8. But that F7 is the only F7 we've seen that. There's multiple of that F8, but there's only one of those F7s so far.
Yeah.
Which is why that ship has piqued my interest even more.
That's true. It does look good. I do kind of like the dual engine. It works for it. I wish Anvil had more dual engine single seats.
Prototype or something.
Yeah, I just realized that it's smooth on the top.
Yeah, it's not very Anvil, that part.
That's weird.
Also the thick struts that go back.
I think it's a Mark 1.
I mean,
are those
parts of
mantises on its wings? Because maybe.
I mean, parts of it would say Mark 1, but honestly, it doesn't really matter because it's only in.
Maybe it's like a
because the
kind of what
intakes
they
don't
did.
fit either the Mark 1 or the Mark 2.
Well, what it could be is like I think Star Wars with the clone armors. So like.
Yeah, it's like it's cobbled together ship.
The cobble, the cobble together.
That's what I was saying. Like this guy's big dick motherfucker, and he's got his own special Hornet.
Right.
Pit bash, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, what I just noticed is that the nose even just the nose is different because if you look at it, I don't think that the F7 normally has like that flat face there, and then it's angled off, almost like
it does, but it's more extreme on that one.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And also, the entire cockpit is very thick. The entire that head the F7 has, it's very thick. So
how many
could
C's
be a
does
prototype
that
Mark
thick
II,
have?
I guess.
What?
How many C's does that thick have?
4.
4 C's.
4 C's. But yeah, great ship. Both great designs. I really hope that they take that F8 thing and do something with it that's not just, fuck you, you'll never get this.
Ship. Well, in general, we also know that Squadron 42 has those weird cobbled together pirate ships, right? I do hope that as soon as Squadron 42 comes out, at the very latest, that all that shit moves into the PU as well, for pirates to randomly have. Not that we get those, because those are obviously just fucking NPC ships that aren't meant to be used as proper ships. Unless you
It'd be cool if we could
them,
steal them, yeah. If you could capture them, steal them, whatever. But
even then, I doubt that we could store them somewhere, like in a hangar or something. Probably on a ship that's outside somewhere.
Somebody has pointed out that a few of these actually have like a really almost like Aegis and Anvil kind of mix to them.
Which could also be honestly that it's either some kind of project where they're like, okay, we're making this together, or it's a
It's also not
an early Mark II, or
it's not the first unique variant we've seen in Squadron either, because they had that Cutlass last year.
Yeah, he was talking about that, but I'm talking the F8 and the F7 should be standardized because it's a military ship.
Exactly.
So, the way that the F8, the special F8 looks, it kind of is like got an Avenger-ish, Avenger Gladius almost feel with the arrow combined on it. It's really interesting, actually.
I'm putting down the F8 to being a pre-production model, like them being extremely early cases of the F8, because that works out with the timeline as well. What the fuck that F7 is? No idea.
Here's the real question: where the fuck are the space whales? And I don't mean the ones who open up their wallets.
Yeah, we know.
Those ones are always here.
They're fucking gone too.
I don't know.
We haven't heard of the storm whales in ages.
I'm also surprised that they didn't show. Remember when I said
that could be
tomorrow. That there's like a lot of things that
on the ship panel with the crafting panel.
Maybe they could probably show a little bit of it when they're doing if they do.
Unless it's a resource gathering thing.
I mean, we've got Crafting Your Home, Captains of Industry, and The Stars, My Destination. Star Citizen 1.0.
I feel like they probably wouldn't. They may show it like as a backdrop thing, but they probably won't announce it.
No, so as far as I can tell, is that the whales are supposed to be a 4.0 or shortly after 4.0 thing. And I'm fully expecting that the whales. I did expect Zach to like double back and say, oh, by the way, other creatures that we have, the whale or some kind of aggressive version of that whale. That was gonna mention something like that, but he didn't, which is another thing where I was like, okay, wait. There's a lot of moments in those panels where like, okay, there would be more, but we're saving that for now, either for an ISC or for whatever the fuck, or they just don't have anything more.
I think.
But the whales
they
would
may
be like,
be
it would have been a
perfected.
perfect moment to talk about the whales real quick there.
I feel like maybe they perfected Hypium pretty well at this point.
No. Because that's something that the community teams complains about regularly.
The whales?
No, that they nobody's at CHE is probably complaining about those, but that they don't really have a lot of shit to actually talk about leading up to and shortly after.
So yeah, that's probably
because it's all saved up for CitizenCon, so that's why I'm saying okay, maybe they saved shit for that. But again,
right. That's why I'm agreeing with you.
But do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
Muffin Man.
Bro, I know the Muffin
Man.
I've been the
the
Muffin
one
Man.
who lives on Drury Lane.
I dated.
So you do know of him. Great. We have to bring him in for questioning.
You'll never take me alive.
So that's okay. We have a necromancer. We don't need to.
But anyway, good day one. I will actually take my leave as well. I need to.
It was okay. I was up for a bit more, but it was okay.
It's 21:50 right now, so that's fucked up.
I wish they had the spaceship panel the first day though.
What? Which one?
The ship panel.
I was hoping they would have the building.
No, I'm
and
completely fine with them not
one.
doing it today. That's completely fine in my eyes. Because one, it feels a bit tacky whenever they actually start selling new shit already on the first day. One, that, and two, especially now with 142 being a 2026 thing for now. That would have been tacky as fuck as well. When they went like, oh, by the way, here's a new ship to buy on the same day, couple of hours apart from each other. So yeah. It's weird, bro. It's weird. Anyway, have a good evening, gentlemen. See you all tomorrow. Bye.
I'm guessing all this cargo is not gonna give me anything when I try to put it into my cargo. What is it called? Cargo lift.
What you mean, our cargo lift?
I mean, it's like 450 SEUs of shit that just got worthless, and I still need to empty it. Backpack is blocking. What the fuck? Yeah, it just deleted all the everything.
Everything.
Yeah. It deleted 450 SUs of like stuff. And didn't give me anything. Sad.
Bye.